Hi guys, Alan from Newlands Nursery, and this is today's 5-Minute Friday, and we're going to plant up an indoor herb garden which will work on a windowsill or in a conservatory. And actually the plants we're going to put in here, when we get to the warmer months and it's pretty cold, we're at the beginning of December here in the UK, once we get to the warmer months this could go outside on a balcony or on a patio or something like that, but for now we're going to plant it as a windowsill herb garden. So what I need to do first is put a little bit of compost in the base of the pot. So these are starter plants, these are plug plants that we're going to be planted in here. So I'm going to fill it basically all the way to the top. So the reason I don't go right to the top, I don't go flush with the top, is that effectively you want to create a little bit of a reservoir. It makes it easier to water. If you go right to the top, what can happen is the water will just gush over the side, which is not very good. So I'll give it a tap down, let any air pockets sink a little bit, and that's what we're looking for, a nice even surface to do the planting. So we've got 5 plug plants here, and we're going to plant them in like a 5 shape on a dice. So we put 1 hole in the center, and then we put 2 holes at either end, just like that. And I've made the holes nice and big, just because you don't want to be compacting the plug plant in. And then realistically it doesn't matter which varieties we plant in which hole. So first off we'll plant this French sorrel, which you might not know, but it's a really interesting herb, and often you'll see it in salad collections now that you get from the supermarket, those bag salads. Really nice, adds a little bit of hint of citrus to your cooking or your salads or something like that. Okay, then we'll plant some chervil. Let's put that at the back here. Chervil is quite an old-fashioned herb, but works really well. And then let's grab this one here, plant that in there, just like that. That's the fennel, which is good for adding to your fish dishes and things like that. Then we've got 2 different types of parsley. Actually, I'll put this one at the back. This is Italian giant parsley, which I think's got a slightly better flavour than French parsley, and it grows a little bit quicker, so really good for these circumstances where we're growing something on a windowsill. And this one is your cold parsley there. Now many of these herbs are used in cooking, but so many people use them in smoothies and all sorts of stuff as well. So they're really good herbs to have around the home. So this will work well on a windowsill. So leave it 2 to 3 weeks, depending on how warm your home is, before you start picking from them. And when you do, just pick a little bit to add to your dishes. That's why smoothies work really well, because you're not going to put a lot in there. But as they establish themselves, the more you pick, the more they're going to grow. So it is well worth picking them on a regular basis, adding them to sandwiches, adding them to dishes, all sorts of stuff. So it doesn't matter which herbs you choose. I've chose these ones. Loads of them work for this, but it tends to be your softer, greener herbs that work better on the windowsill. So if you've got any questions at all, get in contact. We're here to help. See you soon.